Mr. Dredge has been forced to step down from his position as the Raw General Manager, and I'm sorry that it had to end this way. Christian accepts the challenge. He will face Andrade at Great Balls of Fire. Velveteen Dream as confident as ever. Tyler Breeze did get his hands on Nakamura. Low blow from Nakamura. Nakamura laid out a trap. Breeze sprung it. Roman Reigns is calling out Tanahashi right here on Monday Night Raw. And here we go. They are going to fight. Spear to Tanahashi. The ace is laid out. The Roman Empire seeking to bring about the end of the ace. Hello everyone and welcome. This is Monday Night Raw. This is the final edition of Raw before Great Balls of Fire, which promises to be a great pay-per-view. And this promises to be a great episode of Monday Night Raw. Plenty to happen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Backstage. Before the show even gets underway, that's Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly with a guillotine choke on Shelton Benjamin. A guillotine choke on one half of the World Tag Team Champions. O'Reilly taking it to Supremacy early on, and you know what and who for. Kyle O'Reilly wants to get his hands on Brock Lesnar this evening. Emphatic way to kick off Raw. We'll have a big way to close it as well. Your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan to face Hiroshi Tanahashi. Coming up at the end of this show for our main event. It's going to be a big one. No doubt about it, as it was a big one to kick off this episode of Raw. Choking out Benjamin backstage. O'Reilly is destined to get his hands on Brock Lesnar this Sunday, but he cannot wait for that. He is ready for the same thing that these two men are. And that is War. Hanson to go one-on-one against Lars Sullivan to start off this edition of Monday Night Raw. It promises to be another huge evening of action as we line ourselves up towards Great Balls of Fire in what is thankfully my final Raw with temporary control of Monday Night Raw. I've had enough of it. It's already too chaotic for me. The new general manager will be determined, will be declared this Sunday, but as for right now, we prepare for another big night of action. Hanson, of course, won a triple threat match last week involving Connor and Cesaro to become the number one contenders to the tag team titles. Was laid out in the ring by Brock Lesnar after the bell. But he stands here tonight ready to fight. And we'll see how that will go. Rowe with him this time around. Sullivan, I imagine, was probably going to have Benjamin by his side. Supremacy will not stand as one tonight. O'Reilly searching for Lesnar, and Benjamin just choked out backstage. But we are prepared to get this episode of Raw underway in terms of in-ring action with the two-time United States champion, with the current World Tag Team champion, with the Freak, Lars Sullivan. A man who has certainly a strong future ahead of him in this universe. Sullivan coming towards the ring right now, ready for this contest, ready to see what he can make of Hanson before this Sunday's tag team match for the World Tag Team titles. Second title match for Supremacy since winning those belts come their way this Sunday, and War Machine absolutely going to be a tough competition for them. They said after beating the Authors of Pain in their rematch they wanted new, fresh faces to fight them, and War Machine certainly stepped up to that plate. Sullivan versus Hanson to start us off this evening, a hoss fight to get us going on Monday Night Raw. And if you've been a fan of this for a while now, you know that I am quite the fan of a hoss fight. And we're going to be getting a damn good one right now. Sullivan ready to go here. He may stand alone, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous. In fact, it could even make him more dangerous when the Freak stands by himself, when there's no one to stop him. That has all the hallmarks of a dangerous, dangerous athlete. We are about ready to go here. Between these two men to kick off this episode of Raw. Supremacy already getting involved in this evening's action. But the in-ring action commences with Sullivan and Hanson locking horns and throwing shots at one another from the opening bell. And here we go between these two men now. Oh, counted there by Hanson, sends Sullivan into the corner instead. Puts him up into his arms and then puts him up into the top turnbuckle. Look at this now, Hanson clubbing away into the gut. Headbutt into the ribcage as well of Sullivan. Take a look at that. Just clubbing away at him there from that position. And the headbutt coming down. The Freak in a bit of trouble in the early goings there. Hanson, of course, powerful but also extremely agile. And be prepared for that to come out to play. Sidewalk slam. It's like he splashed down on Sullivan as well. But the kick out made at the counter one into an early submission. Oh no, just holding him up in a position and clubbing away. Sullivan not even trying to cover up those shots there right in his dome. Hard shots early on by Hanson. Look out now. Oh my God, look at the strength. Look at the strength of Hanson to pull off something like that. Simply devastating power being demonstrated by one half a War Machine. Sullivan can do the same. German suplex to Hanson. These two men may be horses, but they can throw each other around like they're cruiserweights. From behind now, back suplex maybe. Oh my goodness! Back suplex toss from Sullivan. Counter made by Hanson there. He'll turn Sullivan around and he'll have him again. Look at how easy Hanson pulls that off. It's like nothing to him. Big splash down on the former United States champion. Cover made by Hanson almost resulted in a big War Machine victory heading into Great Balls of Fire. Look out now, off the ropes with that clothesline. Springboard clothesline from Hanson, my goodness. And now in the gut with an almighty knee there, Hanson giving Sullivan more than a run for his money here. Draping him over that top rope now and clubbing down on him. One half of the World Tag Team Champions certainly in trouble right now. Hanson goes into the cover, looking to put away Sullivan before this Sunday. Can he make it happen? No. It's a kick out from Sullivan instead. Wrenching now on the jaw, chin lock applied here. Trying to do his best to wear down Sullivan there, but the Freak just unable to stay down. Powers out of it, up to his feet. Great scrap to get us going here on Monday Night Raw. Still so much action to come this evening as well, including that incredible main event to come our way. Sullivan up on the second row. Headbutt down on the chest of Hanson right there. That could be enough to put him away. Cover from Sullivan. It's a kick out at two from Hanson. Hoists him back up to his feet here. Hanson still able to fight on. Teetering up against the ropes. Oh! What a big boot to the outside, courtesy of Hanson. Sullivan couldn't stop himself from going to the outside there. Double axe handle from Hanson as well. From the apron to the floor. Great contest so far. Crowd cheering for it as well, applauding the work of these two men. Remember, this is all just a preview for this Sunday. The tag titles aren't even on the line, so imagine what will happen when they're putting that tag team matchup with those tag team titles up for grabs. Sullivan moves out of the way there. Clocked Hanson with a hard punch, but the man doesn't come off his feet. Sullivan, though, throws him across the ring. With absolute power, Sullivan has Hanson up in the air now. Freak accident connects. And the cover is made. And Lars Sullivan leaves with victory over Hanson. A strong performance from both men, but oh my goodness, the bell has sounded, but Sullivan still taking the boots to Hanson. Rowe coming in for the save though. Rowe making the save right when it's necessary. He He didn't need a second invitation to come save his tag team partner. Sullivan rolls out of the ring. Sullivan may have the win, but it's War Machine who stand tall. Now we move on to our next contest of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be a big one. Rhea Ripley will go one-on-one against Ronda Rousey, and look at this. All of Trifecta are out to play at full force for the first time since Rhea Ripley arrived to Monday Night Raw. The alpha female Jazzy Gabbett, the woman who will collide with Jordynne Grace and Ronda Rousey for the women's title this Sunday, and Rhea Ripley, and of course the woman who will have a sharp eye on everything. The Miss Money in the Bank, Tessa Blanchard. Last week, Grace and Ripley collided in a number one contenders match. It ended in a double countout, but Ronda Rousey said she faced both of them for the title. And so it was made official. The triple threat matchup will take place this Sunday. But as for right now, Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley will lock horns. This goes back to 2 weeks ago when Ronda Rousey was staring down Jordynne Grace following a victory for Grace. She was assaulted from behind by Rhea Ripley, laid out on the ramp she currently stands on with a riptide, and the title held above her. Trifecta may well have that women's Money in the Bank briefcase, but of course, don't forget that there's nothing stopping Tessa Blanchard from taking that briefcase, running over to SmackDown, and pinning Becky Lynch with it. Rhea Ripley could win the title on Sunday for Trifecta from Rousey or Grace. Tessa Blanchard's briefcase enables her to go after any title in the same way that Ciampa's Money in the Bank briefcase allows him to go after any world title. So there is nothing stopping Tessa Blanchard tomorrow on SmackDown Live running over there, getting Lynch in the ring, cashing in a briefcase and winning it. Trifecta could seriously have the opportunity to take full control of the women's divisions of both Raw and SmackDown. And there could be nothing that could stop them. Find out now. Ronda Rousey though versus Rhea Ripley underway. Another preview match for this Sunday's Great Balls of Fire triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Crowd cheering for Rousey early on as she starts clubbing away. Rousey has had run-ins with Trifecta since WrestleMania. But this Sunday, it will be the first time the Trifecta will be in a title match since they arrived to Monday Night Raw, and it'll be Rhea Ripley to undertake that as well. The numbers game already stacked against Ronda Rousey here tonight, as it will be stacked against her come Sunday. She doesn't have to be pinned or submitted, of course, to lose her Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley could pin Jordynne Grace or vice versa. Oh, what power from Rousey! Former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion there, taking complete control. Now perching Rhea Ripley in the turnbuckle, perching herself up on that second rope, clubbing away at Ripley, but only 5 could connect before Ripley pushed her away. Loving shots from both women, just firing heavy hits at one another. Rousey's judo experience could be helping her out in that one though. She's able to endure more shots, maybe. Looking for a big slam here on Rhea Ripley. Ripley able to get herself out of that one, and now in position to strike with a big time move. Just gonna dump her down on the mat there. And look out, Blanchard getting a chair involved in this one now. The numbers game could be about to work in its advantage. Into the turnbuckle goes Rousey. Referee distracted by Blanchard. The opening could be there for Rhea Ripley, and she sees it. Blanchard commanding instructions. Oh, the ref didn't see it! The chair smashing across the head of Rousey as the ref turned. It looked like Ripley had the chair in her hand and nothing more. The ref may have heard it, but he didn't see it, so he can't call for the bell. Trifecta working to their absolute strength. But Rousey gave her credit, able to endure it and fight on. And that's exactly what the baddest woman on the planet will do right here. This is why she is the Raw Women's Champion. Back suplex, no, Rousey flips her way out of it. Bedtime clothesline. Put a lot of momentum behind it, you could see by the fact she rolled through after hitting it. Oh, but look out, look out. Blanchard getting involved now. The women's Money in the Bank briefcase holder and the women's champion of Rowe with a war of words. Ripley from behind, trying to steal one here, trying to steal one over Ronda Rousey. Oh, she's done it! Ripley beats Rousey. A huge win, and Ronda Rousey back up to her feet, but Blanchard coming up from behind. Blanchard ran around the ring, and the onslaught is on now on the Raw Women's Champion, beating her down. Here comes Grace. Oh, damn it! Lied in wait and pounced on Jordan Grace there. Jazzy Gabin at the right moment, laying her on the outside with the Omega Slam. Now in the ring, Rhea Ripley on Rousey. Riptide once again. Trifecta with dominance over the Raw Women's division. But for this Sunday, could they have a title to go with it? Zelina Vega with strong words for Christian there as... Oh my goodness! Kyle O'Reilly with a cheer now on Lars Sullivan. The second member of Supremacy being targeted. Kyle O'Reilly is entrenched with getting his hands on Lesnar tonight. And we must move on now, ladies and gentlemen, as Christian's final match on Monday Night Raw is up next. He chose his opponent. Christian versus Kenny Omega coming up right now. My goodness, chaos from the opening moments here on Monday Night Raw, but Christian's final match on Monday Night Raw before his retirement contest this Sunday against Andrade Cien Almas. Omega is the opponent chosen by Christian. You all wanted it as well, and Christian giving it on this evening. No. This can't be happening. It's Andrade. And he's charging after Christian, who's caught eye of him. But oh, he couldn't stop him in time. Andrade, not this way. No. Hammerlock DDT on the ramp. Andrade lays out Christian, a preview maybe to his final match. Well, Shinsuke Nakamura certainly has a game plan for this Sunday, as he should, because Tyler Breeze and Shinsuke Nakamura will face one-on-one in a grudge match, a WrestleMania rematch, coming up for you this Sunday. Hopefully we can get some calm right now as we speak, of course, of Shinsuke Nakamura and Tyler Breeze. It is time for Breeze to be in action up next as he goes one-on-one against the #1 contender to the United States Championship, Tyler Breeze versus Pete Dunne. Coming up for you right now on Monday Night Raw, a chaotic Monday Night Raw as we line ourselves up for Great Balls of Fire. Breeze, of course, was in the Battle Royal that Pete Dunne was victorious in. Came down to the final four. Tyler Breeze eliminated Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura came charging back in the ring. Low blow. And over the top rope went Tyler Breeze, courtesy of Nakamura. That's why they're meeting this Sunday. And Pete Dunne, of course, went on to eliminate Kenny Omega and to win that Battle Royal. He will, of course, face the Velveteen Dream this Sunday for the United States Championship. And what promises to be an exciting contest between those two incredible in-ring athletes. Prince Pretty, though, ready to go here against the Bruiserweight, the two-time World Heavyweight Champion, meeting a man who has all the makings of a future World Heavyweight Champion, and a man who could be, come the end of this Sunday, the new United States Champion. We'll see about that one. Breeze, though, gearing up for his, as I said, his WrestleMania rematch with Shinsuke Nakamura. They have met twice in singles action to my memory, and it is 2-0 to Tyler Breeze. We're looking to make it 3-0 here this Sunday over Nakamura and finish off any dealings with Prince Pretty and the King of Strong Style permanently. But as for this evening, he can't gloss over the man who had a face-to-face with Velveteen Dream last week ahead of their title match this Sunday. The Bruiserweight has made one hell of a mark since arriving to Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and he continues that on here tonight with what I'm hoping will be a great contest against Tyler Breeze. This is a big chance for Pete Dunne to prove himself against a two-time World Heavyweight Champion, a former United States Champion, a former King of the Ring, a former Royal Rumble winner. Tyler Breeze is one of the most decorated superstars we have in this universe. And Pete Dunne could use this as the launching pad to help him to this Sunday, to help him to the US title, to help him towards future successes. There is every chance that that could happen for the Bruiserweight. All he needs to do, though, it's way easier said than done here tonight, really, is to beat Breeze, go on a Great Balls of Fire, and be the first man on Monday Night Raw to beat the Velveteen Dream. Remember, only one man has beaten the Dream, and that is Tyler Bate. That was on NXT. As for this evening, though, Tyler Breeze, Pete Dunne, one-on-one. Here we go, bell rings. We are underway between these two great athletes. More or less similar size. I think Breeze has a slight weight advantage. Not that much, though. Not that much. I think that it'll make a difference. Breeze maybe about 215, 220. Dunne, say about 205. So here we go between these two men right now. They're clubbing away at one another early on. No collar and elbow tie-up. I think will be exactly what we'll get in tonight's main event. Coming up next already, speeding through tonight's action. So Christian and Omega, we probably imagined would still be going on right now. Look at the strength here from Pete Dunne there, on Tyler Breeze. Gorilla press, gutbuster. Covers made on Breeze early on, but it's an early kick out to go along with it. These two men just throwing bombs at one another. Right away, they're not missing a step here. Look out. Good drop kick there. Incredible triangle drop kick from Breeze. From one set of ropes to the other. Down goes the Bruiserweight. Breeze standing in the ring right now, feeling confident. Contemplated going to the outside there, decided against it. And allowed Dunne back into the ring. Very bit of respect shown by Breeze as these two men now stand in the middle of the ring. I think, yep, they're about to have a collision with one another. They're going to start throwing shots at one another, one after the other. Forearms coming in hot. Breeze stumbles from that one. Dunne decides he's had enough. Hard chop in the chest that almost took Breeze off his feet. German suplex. Spectacular bridge. Oh, wow. Early kick out, though, from Breeze. Quite surprising, to say the least. Hard chop in the chest. You could hear that one from the cheap seats. But Tyler Breeze comes back with some shots of his own. Forearm in the face from the second rope as well. Tyler Breeze looking for victory over Pete Dunne. Wow, can't even secure a 1 count. Side headlock being applied now. Breeze maybe just trying to get a little bit of a breather, trying to find an opening. I have to say, in the 3 months it has been since Breeze returned to Raw, my goodness, has he found his calling again, or what? He has become such a better athlete. He is almost, I'm not saying he's there just yet, but he is almost on the caliber of what he was when he was World Heavyweight Champion. Supermodel kick by Breeze, lays out Dunne, he goes up high, huge elbow drop there. Tyler Breeze has all the potential here of leaving with a huge victory over the #1 contender, and maybe setting himself in line for the US title after Great Balls of Fire. Counter made by Dunne, slipped off the top rope. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Suplex to the outside from the apron. Pete Dunne is a maniac. A brutal move to Tyler Breeze, and one that would have done as much damage to Pete Dunne as well. Completely insane. Dunne rolls him back into the ring now. Oh well, drapes him into the LED board there, and the apron to go along with it. Pete Dunne feels as if he's done enough here to beat Tyler Breeze, who still is able to get the shoulder up at 2. Can't beat a 2-time world champion just yet, but Dunne will look to finish it right now. Look for the bitter end. Breeze had the counter. What a contest this has been. These two men, remember, aren't even facing each other this Sunday. They've got huge matches of their own right, but they want to go in with an almighty, all-important win. Oh, good clothesline. Lovely Northern Light suplex there by Breeze. Great wrestling caliber from him. But still, Dunne is able to get the shoulder up at 2. These two guys know each other so well, it would seem. Putting on an absolute classic right now. All for nothing, really. If anything, Velveteen Dream and Shinsuke Nakamura must be enjoying this, because the longer these two men are fighting, the more they're exerting, and the more they could get hurt heading into this Sunday. But I don't think these two warriors care. They're too intent on putting together a great match for everyone in the crowd and everyone watching on. Look out. Breeze able to put the boot into the chest of Dunne. Oh, flying clothesline. Caught him on the money with it. Breeze now lifts him up to his feet. Supermoto kick again. Supermoto kick will strike for a second time. Breeze in position, but hang on the ramp. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. Breeze has noticed it. He's steering with him, and that is his undoing. Bitter end. Dunne from behind with a bitter end. And Pete Dunne will claim victory. As trap sprung again, but oh my goodness, into the ring, Velveteen Dream. The Dream lays out Dunne with the belt, busts him open as well. Sweet Jesus, what an evening we've had on Raw, and now it is time for our main event of the evening. Let's hope there's no shenanigans on this one. Daniel Bryan, Hiroshi Tanahashi coming your way next. It has been a hellacious night of action. It has been a great night from top to bottom, but I think it's about to be topped off by a WrestleMania caliber match here. Daniel Bryan, Hiroshi Tanahashi meeting one-on-one, and I have to question though, is this a smart idea from the Ace? And I say this not to try and dwell on the fact that we're getting this match, because it's absolutely incredible that we're getting this match. But I'm dwelling on the fact that Tanahashi came up to me and said, I want to fight. And I don't know if that's a smart idea from the Ace, because you are 6 days away from facing a man who these last 2 weeks has laid you out in the ring. You have shown that in a straight fight with Roman Reigns, he can get the upper hand on you. So why would you want to put yourself in the ring with one of the most talented wrestlers in the world 6 days before arguably your biggest matchup in this universe? Bigger than the WrestleMania match with skill, because Tanahashi always felt like if he could just do things his way, he was leaving with victory. But in this one, even if he tries to do things his way, Roman Reigns can just throw him around the ring. We saw it last week. Reigns asked Tanahashi for the fight, and he laid out Tanahashi. I just don't know. I just don't know if this is the smartest idea from the Ace, so close to a title match with a huge rival like Roman Reigns is. But Tanahashi is a fighting champion. He is a fighting superstar. He will never back down from a challenge. We saw that last week. So whether or not I agree with the decision, I have to commend him for it because it shows the heart, the bravery, and the love that Tanahashi has, not only for the World Heavyweight Championship, but for Monday Night Raw and everyone in the back and everyone who watches it week in and week out. The Ace is without a doubt a fighting man's champion, one that this brand can be proud of. But is this, and I ask this as a very serious question because heading into this Sunday, I don't know the answer. Is this the last Monday Night Raw that Tanahashi is in where he is undefeated and the World Heavyweight Champion? Because truth be told, to the fullest extent, I don't know. I honestly don't know. If there was anyone who could beat Roman Reigns, it would be Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's done it before. He did it 2-1. But that one that Roman Reigns had on him is one that no one else has had on Tanahashi. I said this last week. Only one man has pinned Tanahashi. Hasn't beaten him, but pinned him. And that is Roman Reigns. In almost 11 months of Tanahashi on Monday Night Raw. So if there's anyone who can do it, it is Roman Reigns. And that's what makes it so worrying this Sunday. Because the thing is, Tanahashi never takes a break. He doesn't want to. He fights every single time. And the question is he hurt? Is he hiding injuries? Because Roman Reigns last week, he beat him decisively. Yes, it may have only been a fight. Yes, it may have only been a little brawl. But he beat him. And then some. I just don't know. I want Tanahashi to win this Sunday. I want Tanahashi to win every time he's in the ring, aside from when he's in the ring with Christian, okay. But I want Tanahashi to win this Sunday, no doubt. But outside of being a fan, as a realist here, I don't know if he can. I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love Tanahashi to go in there with the whole arena behind him, with everyone cheering on the Ace, and he leaves with the victory and the World Heavyweight title. I truthfully don't know. What I do know, though, is that we're in for a great contest right now, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns is going to be watching this one on Daniel Bryan. May not be scheduled for Great Balls of Fire, but that doesn't change the fact that he's going to give us a great match here tonight as he comes off the apron with that knee into the chest of Tanahashi. Back-to-back great matches could be on our way here. Hopefully this one ends with no outside interference, with no roll-ups, with nothing like that. Just a great contest right up until the very end. I do have to question how much is Tanahashi reeling from the last 2 weeks, though. Laid out with a spear on the outside 2 weeks ago. Laid out with a spear in the ring last week. You know, Tanahashi's not getting any younger. His body's already been through great torture. So the question could be, is he still feeling the effects of that? And he could well be, but Tanahashi's such a warrior that he could be putting them to one side, fighting through the pain for the love that he has for this sport. Great counter out of a cattle mutilation there by Tanahashi. From behind now, has him in that reverse DDT position, drives the elbow across the chest there. Tanahashi going to work right now. Elbow drop down on the chest of Daniel Bryan. Putting everything on the line right now. This may well be only a preview match. This may only be a main event match for Tanahashi. But of course, he has that undefeated streak going for him, and I don't think he has any intentions of losing it either. Daniel Bryan now, double underhook suplex. Throws him away with it as well. Huge impact for Tanahashi to endure. And now Daniel Bryan about to make life that much worse for Tanahashi. The yes kicks into that chest over and over, and one for good luck across the head. Daniel Bryan has the Ace in a spot of trouble right now, but Tanahashi able to fight back as only the Ace can. Off the ropes now. Oh, what an arm drag. Right up to his feet. What a forearm as well. It's not as if that's a second win to Tanahashi. He just kept that at bay. Just waited to find a moment where he could unleash it. Bryan getting that drop kick into the kneecap for the second time of asking Tanahashi maybe a little bit too staggered to get it the first time round. Forearm in the face now. And now Bryan will look for some corner trap punches right across the head. Crowd counting along here. There's 7 of them, I think it was, before Tanahashi pushed him away. Tanahashi, sling blade! Sling blade from the ace. Great move from Tanahashi. Will it enable him to beat Daniel Bryan? Oh, 2 count. But you saw the mindset of Tanahashi there, saw the opening, and boom, went for it. Tanahashi now, cloverleaf, Texas cloverleaf from Tanahashi in the middle of the ring. The body may be too worn for the high fly flow. He could be saving it for later on in this contest, or maybe this Sunday. But there might not be a later on in this contest if Daniel Bryan had not fought out of the Texas cloverleaf. Bryan now backs up a little bit. Oh, the corner drop kick, double feet into the face, and again, full head of steam from Bryan. Tanahashi holding on to his head from that impact, and no surprise really. Oh, there's a cut on the face of the world champion as well. Tanahashi with a wound opening up. That's not going to do him any favors, not only for this contest, but for this Sunday. Daniel Bryan to risk it all. Suicide dive! Monday Night Raw putting on another spectacle. This is awesome is right between these two world champions, these two world-class athletes. Suicide dive to the outside. Has Daniel Bryan defeated the ace? Will he hand him his first defeat on Monday Night Raw? It's a kick out at 2. Daniel Bryan thought he had him there, close but not close enough. Oh, went for a knee there across the face of Tanahashi. Look at this, Tanahashi loading up. And maybe Daniel Bryan decided to get him a little bit as well, but Tanahashi saw the opening and pounces. Sling blade! Daniel Bryan was showing some grace to Tanahashi, but Tanahashi saw it as an opening. Come on, baby! Twist and shout! Tanahashi fired up now. After finding that opening, sent on splash from the second rope as well, but Bryan moved out of the way. Oh my God, what a match we are getting here. Uppercut from Bryan, rocks the ace, takes it to the turnbuckle now. Uh-oh, Tanahashi is in immense trouble. From all the way up high, top rope hurricanrana. An almighty impact for Tanahashi to endure. One that the body probably didn't want to take, and now a series of kicks that the body definitely didn't want to endure. Bryan unloads on the chest with them once again. No response from the ace. And now he will look for the win. He will look to put him away. The running knee. No! Bryan couldn't get it. Tanahashi evades. Sends Bryan to the outside and floors him with a shot to the floor as well. Split second reactions from the ace there, keeping him in this one. And you already know what's on its way. For the second time, twist and shout on the outside this time around. Tanahashi throwing Bryan across the ring and out of the steps as well. Incredible, simply incredible main event being shown from these two men. But that twisted shout could have taken it all out of Daniel Bryan. Tanahashi sees the opening, middle of the ring. He'll look for it again. No high fly flow, but a second Texas cloverleaf, middle of the ring. Bryan trying to crawl on the ropes. Bryan, he taps out. Bryan submits. Tanahashi wins. What a main event. What a fight. What a match. Tanahashi, your winner. But for this Sunday, has the ace done enough to prove that he is on his way to leaving Great Balls of Fire as world champion. Who has he taken it all out of him? Tanahashi strums the guitar, but oh my god, in the ring, Roman Reigns! Reigns with the assault on Tanahashi! And for the third week in a row, he'll line up the spear! Tanahashi counters it! The ace pulls off the counter! This time Roman Reigns caught off guard! Tackle to the outside! Tanahashi stands tall! Tanahashi standing tall before this Sunday! We're almost done! Below! Kyle O'Reilly! And Brock Lesnar backstage in the parking lot! Lesnar and O'Reilly have finally got their hands on one another before Great Balls of Fire, and it seems as if the Beast has an upper hand on O'Reilly. Into the car bonnet he goes. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my god. Lesnar. First it was the table, now onto the windscreen of the car. Oh my god. Destroying Kyle O'Reilly. You cannot afford to miss Great Balls of Fire.